In this video, we're going to evolve Gohan and see what this character can do for you, attacks, passives, and more. And also, thank you so much for the support on the last video. You guys really are the Monarchs. And what are we waiting for? Let's go! So this is my Gohan. As you can see, very cool. Adult Gohan with the blast element, mythical character. No ascensions. So with the stats, we have godly on damage. I got lucky to get that. And we have Z on range. So the SP is not that good. So I think I'm going to change that. Also, we got the takedowns already. So that's good. Because we're going to evolve him today. So let's give him a good SPA. I'll take Uryu's Z SPA. We're going to sacrifice him for Gohan. Let's go. Yes, it should be good now. Yeah, Godly ZZ. Very good. Let's give him levels. Level 60, there we go. 2.4k damage, 4.5 SPA, and 21.9 range. Okay, let's see the evolution requirements. Okay, so we need Z-Blades, already got that. And also some essences together with 15,000 gold requirement, plus 5,000 takedowns. So to get the Z-Blades, you need to grind in the legend stage, specifically the Land of the Gods. Act 2, this is where you can get the Z-Blade. One of the 3 Z-Blades that you can get each time you defeat the Act 2 of the Land of the Gods legend stage. Yeah, just keep grinding it and you'll get some eventually. Take note that it's kind of difficult to defeat though, but hopefully it is worth it. So I'm done with the essences. Z-Blade good, and it's going to be godly Z plus Z plus in terms of stats. And it's going to be the ultimate Rohan or ultimate Gohan. So let's see what we can get. So additional more damage 30%, ultimate rush, that's a new attack and 1 new passive. So here we got 2 passives. So the first one is present with the unevolved version of Gohan. So it's called the Justice Arrives. So whenever you deploy a DPS unit, anything that attacks, meaning the farms aren't included, farm units isn't included here, is going to place himself beside it. Any DPS characters. I don't know if it works with a buff characters such as Haruka. And for the last part, does not need to be placed for this to happen. So you cannot spawn 2 Gohans at the same time. So it needs to be 1 DPS character and he's going to spawn beside it. So the next one, the Potential Unleash. So this passive is from the evolution, so gains more crit, 30% critical. So whenever he crits, Gohan crits or critical attack, there's another attack that's going to be followed up. It's going to be the second attack, I think. It's going to also gain status immunity for 10 seconds anytime or every time that he crits, but there's a cooldown though, 3-second cooldown. Very cool. Alright, I think we have everything that we need. So let's evolve Gohan now. Okay, evolve. There we go, we got Ultimate Gohan. Very cool. Aura, nice. Okay, so let's view. So still Blast Element, Ultimate Gohan, mythical character. And damage, more than 4k, SPA 4.5 and 22.2 range. DPS almost 1,000. There's still room for improvement, such as traits and for the Ascension. So if you want to get Gohan, you can get him from the gem banner. This is from the update 5.0. As you can see in the index, he is right here in the mythical section, 0.5%. So yeah, just make sure that he's in the middle of the banner so that you will have higher percentage to get or higher chance to get him. Alright, before we go to the showcase, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and like the video to support me and my channel. Alright, let's go. Welcome to Sandbox. So to use the first passive of Gohan, for example, let's use my Saber. So if I spawn a DPS character such as Saber or maybe Song Jin-woo, let's do that so you can see how the first passive works. So if I spawn my Saber, spawn, there we go. We have a Gohan beside her. So basically it's a passive that helps you spawn 2 characters in your initial spawn of a unit. Basically defending the first waves a little bit easier. This is good against those game modes that has very hard enemies to kill with the first waves. So yeah, this is good. As a good counter for that. So for the second passive, we need to be at upgrade 3. And let's look at Gohan. Okay, so this is Gohan. Okay, that's the first attack. Very good white aura. Very cool, very cool. Alright, on deployment, damage 4.38k, 4.5 SPA, and 22.2 range. DPS 984. So first attack, we have AoE line attack. Okay. Very cool. Very nice sound effects. Let's see how many hits. Looks like it is a 3-hit. Good multi-hit, good against enemies with shields. Nice. So 2.6k for the next upgrade. A little bit more damage. Same SPA, a little bit more damage again for 3.2 thousand. So the next attack is called the Justice Rush. 4.5k to get it. Lower SPA and a little bit more damage. Let's get it. Alright. Okay, so let's see the attack. Oh, it is a multi-hit. Very nice sounds actually. Whew, that's so cool. And there you go, that's our attack. Okay, our stats. Damage 6.82k, 4 SPA and 25.6 range. DPS 1700. Nice. 5.7k for the next upgrade. And we also unlocked the second passive. So that's why we had crit rate up here. So now every time he crits, there's going to be another attack. Attack 2 again. And together with that, he also gains a status immunity for 10 seconds, but it has a cooldown of 3 seconds. So more damage for the next upgrade, 5.7k. Let's get it. More damage again, 7.9. 9.8. Very high damage. And also the SP is going to go much lower. 3.6. That's very good. Almost 10k for that. So the next attack and the last attack is called the Ultimate Rush. More damage, but the SP is going to go up to 5.3. Let's get it. 11.5k. Okay, we have a new attack here. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's a combo of the 2 attacks. Looks like it. But now, it is a blue blast. Nice. Okay, let's see again the animation. Whew, that's so good. So damage, we are at 24,000. 5.3 SPA and 28.9 range. That's not too bad. DPS, 4,550. Keep in mind that it can be much better if you ascend this guy. So 3 ascension. Okay, so the second passive, anytime this unit crits, follows up with attack 2. So there we go. If you see this orange number, that's a crit. So every time he crits, he's going to use his attack 2, which is the yellow punch and brawl type of attack. Okay, let's see that. Let's try and see that. There's a lot of hits though. It is a multi-hit after all. This last attack. There we go. Crit. Oh, there we go. You can see that there's kind of a merge of animation. And it looks very wonky. Very messy animation. So we still have one more upgrade. So let's get that. Lower SPA. A little bit more damage. But more range though. 15,000. Let's get it. So our DPS is now at 6,013. And 26.79 attack or damage. 4.5 SPA and 44.4 range. There you have a max upgraded Gohan. Ultimate Gohan. Without any ascension. No traits at all. So very good. I also want to see if there's an additional damage from that as well. Or some sort of more numbers in terms of damage with that. So let's see another follow-up. Yeah, this one. Yeah, there's additional damage. That's very good then. You can add more critical with that. With Deadeye. And maybe there's a familiar that adds critical. I have no idea with familiars, bro. So there you go. Very straightforward character. So deployment, we have 4 deployments for Gohan. There we go. So basically with the 4 deployment, Monarch is actually not good with Gohan. So it would be cool to use the first passive. This first passive with a Monarch Gohan, that would be cool. For example, you spawn one of your Monarch initially in a match. Basically you can spawn 2 units that has Monarch in it for the price of just that one DPS character. That would be cool. But again, in terms of the higher potential of Gohan, I think Divine or Deadeye is actually good for Gohan. So for the Deadeye additional crit, for that second passive to actually work, at least more time compared to an Undead-Eye Gohan one. Yeah, I think Deadeye is much better when compared to the Ethereal one. Did I say Divine? This is not AA. So yeah, that's what I think. So I think we're done with that. Let's delete everyone. Let's try a Monarch one. There you go. This is what the King's Burden modifier. This is what it looks like with the cool crown from the Monarch thing. So on deployment we have 17.54k damage, 4 SPA and 23.3 range. DPS 4,373. Max upgraded. So max upgraded 107.16 thousand, 4 SPA and 46.7 range. DPS 26,000 727. So there you go. Well, that's in terms if you get a Monarch on Gohan, but I still think that Deadeye is much better. Well, that was the showcase, everyone, of the ultimate Gohan. Tell me what you think in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.